Another thing I want to talk about from a baseline position, whether it's senior level or grassroots level, which is a basic skill, is control and tie up. We have to have the ability to not to allow this guy to hang collar tie. We have to have the ability to dominate a control, tie up, and not be controlled. Eventually, it gets a great wrestler. I might take a 50-50, but he never gets a chance to control collar. He never gets a chance to control collar. He never gets a chance to control underhook. Don't get me wrong, he'll get there. But once he gets there, we react to the position the right way to control that tie, okay? I'm never letting this guy dominate head position. I don't want this guy to be able to take his head and take it under my chin. Another thing I don't want to have happen is I never want to be ear to ear. What I'm actually trying to do in this position is dominate with my head under his chin. Under his chin, at his shoulder, making it easy for me to attack. Go in there. Dominating head position. Good. Break. Right away you could see, because he dominated head position, he was able to dominate the control tie, pushing back on the mat, therefore looking like the more aggressive wrestler, being the more aggressive wrestler. But let's just play the game. Let's just go head position for head position. Go. Good. 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 Break. Well, you ever see those guys with those bruises on their forehead?
Yeah.
I mean, they're really fighting hard for head position. So eventually we end up fighting like this, right? We end up fighting like this, right? Right? We end up fighting like that. One thing I want to address is the ability to control a tie up. Not allowing the guy to hang on my collar, meaning that, grab his collar tie. I want to dominate this position. As an American, as a wrestler, I want to have the ability to control a collar tie, control inside tie, but on the opposite side, I can't afford to allow someone to collar tie me. I can't afford for this guy to be able to control this tie up, inside control, because with this tie up comes control of pace, control of match. He can push, he can snap, he can create angles, he can snap under him. That's why I want to dominate tie up. I want to dominate a collar tie, but I never want to allow my opponent to dominate a collar tie. When athletes wrestle, there's a couple things that are must-dos to be able to defend yourself from distance. Second thing is eventually it's going to tie up, and I have to be able to control tie up. I can't allow a guy to hang collar tie. A guy cannot hang collar tie unless I'm attacking it right now. Meaning that if he hangs collar tie and get to an elbow, yeah, I can attack it. If I go over top, I can chuck it. But if I'm not doing those things, I got to stay inside collar tie. And so hand fighting is very, very important. The ability to, he collar ties me, not allowing it, coming inside, me retaking tie up, coming inside, getting that collar tie off of me, or extending him and snapping that thing off. The technical skill in order to come inside. Collar tie comes, opposite way. Good. Collar tie comes other side. Good, 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 good. Game. This is a drill again for all ages, that we're never allowing our opponent to hang collar tie, but we're both fighting hard. When I can get collar tie and I can get in, I'm in complete control of this match. I feel everything coming. I got a little bit of a thumb block here, so I can feel everything coming, because I can always switch the thumb outside to be able to create my offense. Every now and then, I'll take my hand outside. Basic skill is a thumb block as well. I take my hand outside every now and then. He grabs my elbow, he pulls me in, or other elbow, he pulls me in, and I'm not in control anymore. He's in control because he has both elbows. So for me to compensate for that, I get to a thumb block and I get elbow in harder. I get elbow in harder. I don't want to be here. I want to be here. Only time I go to here if I'm passing or if I'm snapping. Otherwise, I'm thumb blocking position, because for him, basic skill, he can't get through the thumb block to get to me. Once I realize I can't let a guy hang collar tie, we do a lot of hand fighting. We'll do a lot of hand fighting to make sure we're controlling the position. The worst guys are able to collar tie and push. Try to get you tired, try to wear on you, try to do those type of things. So we're never allowing the guy to take full control of us. So let's just play the game. Let's just collar tie, staying inside those things, snapping off, making sure that if we are going here, it's for offense. If we are hanging here, it's for offense. This is a poor position to wrestle from. This is a poor position to hold and hang from. I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'm staying in complete control in that tie up. If I'm not in complete control, I'm fighting for control. Snaps are good. Snaps are good. Fakes are good. Yep, spar feel. Good. Snaps, good. Clear the underhook, good. Snap. That's where the fight takes place at. We have to have the ability to fight for inside control. We have to have the ability to fight for collar tie or to fight for 50-50 inside or to fight for total domination. Total domination would be this. This is total domination. Collar tie, inside tie. I got 2 inside ties to his 0. Or 2 inside ties to his 0. From here, I'm in complete control of this match. He can't go get elbows to pull me in because I have thumb blocks here. My head's in position. I can always release and go outside to create my snaps, to create my angles from here. At the same time, I'm fighting for inside control. My opponent can never have inside control, especially on both sides. Again, at the highest level, if me and Julian are both world class, I'll settle on the 50-50. I'm inside, he's inside. But again, if you look at his position, there's no thumb block to his. So look where I'm at. Look at the action. I can go, there's nothing he can stop me with because there's no thumb block here. Thumb block comes, I can't get through the thumb block. So thumb blocks are a basic skill, but we don't see too many of them. We don't challenge ourselves in those positions, knowing how to go from inside to outside. Inside to outside. I only go outside if I can create this kind of pressure. I only stay outside if I'm creating this kind of pressure. And it's constant pressure. It's constant. Otherwise, I'm controlling tie up. First thing, when the guy gets an underhook on me, get to an underhook. He's dominating underhook, he gets the underhook position. And most time, elbow is high. First thing this guy has to do when the guy takes the underhook is get his arm back. Give me his arm back. Get his arm back. See how he gets it back to his side? The other thing that he does immediately, these are things that happen immediately when he takes underhook. Give me my arm back. So he uses his lat to pull his elbow back to his side. Opposite hand has control opposite arm. And I control him with a thumb block at his elbow or at his wrist. Realizing if I don't control anything here, he's got 2 controls. He's got 2 controls to pull me to dominate the position, whether it's under my collar, snapping me from there, underhook in head, or forcing double underhooks to dominate the position and snapping from there as well. Okay? So, underhook hits, immediately give me my arm back. Opposite hand controls opposite arm. Once I control opposite arm, I fight back for head position. Exactly. Do it again. So I'm gonna, first thing that happens, give me my arm back. Controls tie. Controls tie up, fight for head position. In the front. Boom. Position. From here, he stopped. From here, now I'm looking for offense, and I mean, I have a lot of offensive options from here, but this is a core option, will be the block is inside thigh. From here, we're blocking inside thigh. From there, as you rotate corner, now I'm looking for my dragon single. Boom, making it that symbol. So, again, underhook hits, immediately I get my arm back. Immediately I get my arm back and I control the other side. Then I fight for head position. From here, he stops. Also look at body position. Look for body position where I'm dropping weight. I'm not high, I'm hanging on him, making him carry my weight. Once he carries my weight, I block thigh, rotate corner, drag. From here, you can decide how you want to get out. If you like to rotate your arm up and slide back out, I would do it from there. Too many times guys they'll try to rotate out right now. Go ahead again. He'll try to rotate out right now, and that's an offensive attack coming. So I don't rotate out until I stop his position, until I stop his momentum. From here, I'm looking to score. Reach, roll corner, excellent. Another position that hits is my seatbelt action. A lot of times guys go from here to seatbelt. Same deal. If he allows me to have seatbelt and wrist, he's in trouble. So what do you got to do? Good. Grab wrist, attack position. From here, he's fighting back for head position. Dropping weight. Look at that. Go back. That's perfect. Dropping weight and sliding away. See that? That just creates more pressure on my elbow, allows me to slide away. Here he is, he's blocking me. I want to come get him. Good. Slide away. So I'm here. Go. See it? Not only have to worry about seat belt, I have to worry about him running down leg. I have to worry about him running me out of bounds, freestyle-wise or folk style-wise. I have to beat position. I beat position by dropping weight, elbow back, look to block thigh. Position, Julian stopped him. Everything's taken away this way now. See it? And you can get even more leverage. I can get more leverage by blocking him at the thigh. I cannot allow my opponent to stay underhooked or seatbelt. It's a dominant position. This is an offensive position that's meant for me to score. This is an offensive position that's meant for me to score. If he doesn't address this position now, I have too many options. I can run down leg, I can throw by, I can attack position, I can go get body. So we need to address seatbelts and underhooks now. Good, good. That's really good. I want to tighten down our leg lace baseline position skill. Making sure that it's really efficient, that we're not adding a step that we don't need to add, that we're capturing the position that we need to capture before we actually execute our lace. But the first thing we're going to do is make sure that this guy has to defend gut wrench or upper body attacks before I slide to my leg lace position. And it's really subtle. These are the things I'm looking for in order to leg lace a guy. Keeping his hips flat, capturing his knees, pinching his legs together, pressure forward. Those are the basic of skills to get this guy set to execute my lace. And so, boom. Good. Isolation on the leg. I've eliminated this step. Old school style is this. Pulls it, uses both hands to attack the position. As I'm using both hands to attack one leg, it makes it easy for him to identify and adjust and react. He'll push back, he'll start getting this leg up, making it harder for me to leg lace him. Go back. So I'm eliminating the step by not grabbing his leg with both hands. I'm actually grabbing it, isolating it with my knee by sliding under. But it's all position wrestling. Go back. Here's my lace. Everything stays square and straight. Pressure goes, he actually adjusts to the lace. Look at the shoulder, better shoulder. The lower the shoulder, the better. Go. That's good, that's perfect. Isolated that leg, his opponent is pushing back, so he's push back. So he's able to capture both knees. At the same time, he's between both legs. He's not outside one leg because I can create more pressure forward, being directly behind him than I can off to the side, which eliminates possible defense. From here, once he's captured the position, he gets off that knee and he leans with all this pressure and he drives hard, pinching elbows. This is the essence. This is the baseline position that you have to get to before any leg lace. Good, good. Pressure, off that knee, pressure. Excellent. Good, good. Get off that knee, pressure. Notice how he's pinching with his elbows. Notice how he's leaning into that attack. Push back hard, Gabe. How he's trying to push, that's his defense. He has to push back hard. Once I capture his knees and I create that pressure, it's going to be hard for him to turn hip down, to yank a leg out. It's also hard for him to turn either way, so I'm in complete control. Again, pinching elbows, driving, capturing that ankle with that leg. Pressure forward is the start of a good leg lace. All right?